Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the interview questions that were asked this in company. So before we get started, let us thank our subscriber who has shared us this question so that it can be help to others who are preparing. So I request and encourage all of you who are attending interviews, please share your questions so that we can make videos and you can also learn from it and it can help in your interview preparation. Now let us get started without wasting much time. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So the first question that was asked is what is cross database join? So be careful here whenever you get such question. There are two concepts here. One is cross join and the other one is cross a database join. Okay. Cross join means suppose I have table A with three records and I have table B with the two records. When we are doing cross join, there can also be an expectation or the expected question on this. How many records you'll get when you're doing cross join? So it will be six records, which means each entry of my table A is getting multiplied with the entry with the table B. So that is how you get a cross six records. So that is your cross join. Cross database join means suppose this table A is located in your SQL server, a different database. Whereas your table B is, you're trying to pull record from maybe Excel or a different database altogether. So when you're trying to pull data from that type, then it is called as a cross database join. You see, database, we are trying to join two different databases and get the result or analyze the result. So that is your cross database joins. Okay. So next is again, what is MView and view? So MW means materialized view, and this is our standard views. Views means this is what do you call, this does not store any data, right? So you are trying to create a snippet of the data that is already present, and whenever you run that query, that conditional query is being generated and it is giving you the result. Whereas a materialized view means you are saving the result somewhere. That is your materialized view. Now if at all I want to create, how will I create my materialized view? And view can be created something like this: create view, my view name, whatever the view is, and your conditional query. This query can have uh, data from a single table or multiple tables, or however you want, we can run and customize the result. Now whenever this view is being triggered, this query runs and it will give us the result. That is your view. Okay. Materialized view on the other side will save this result that is being written. Okay, it is also a query that is being generated, that but the difference is this. Okay. Now next is what is rank and dense rank. So for this, what I have done is I have connected it to a table which where I have two columns, name and salary. Okay. Now same thing, if I'm trying to write a calculation here in Tableau, rank, okay, of our measure, whatever the measure is there, okay, and followed by the order of rank that you want the Tableau to generate. So I'm writing a descending order. Okay. So just closing the bracket here, apply. Okay. Now if I try to pull this here, okay, and I'll make it discrete. So this is how the rank is getting generated. Now you see here, captain who has got the max salary has got the first rank, right? Again, Thor and Hulk have got same salaries here, 4,000 and 4,000. So two rank two got repeated twice. But technically, after two, what should we get? Third rank we should get. But because this got repeated twice, what is the next rank that is getting generated for Groot, which has third highest salary? It is four. So two times. So one, two, three. This is your four. It is getting. Okay. Same thing. If at all I want to check for dense rank. Okay. I'm just duplicating this and I'm just editing this and I'm just writing here as a dense rank. Okay. So all you need to know is how this rank numbers are getting generated in each of the cases. That is what the difference is. And you might get a question like, create same thing or write the query in SQL also. So you should be aware of that. Now see here. Same first rank, these two ranks got repeated. But observe here for rank, the next rank generated was four, but whereas it didn't skip the rank, it gave us the third rank. like that. Okay, so you need to remember this difference for your rank and dense rank concept. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, if it is, please share a valuable comment so that it can help me and motivate me. Now coming back to our next question, what is custom palette? Custom palette means, see, whenever we are trying to add color, like say I'm trying to drop this ename to color, we are getting some colors here. Or if I go to edit color, these are, there's a different color palettes available in Tableau. If at all you want to add custom or your own color palette, then that option is also there. So that is called as a custom color palette. Okay, so I think it should be somewhere here. Okay, but it is all about that custom color palette. Okay, creating your own colors, because some clients might insist us to have or to have their own colors here. Okay, these are Tableau standard colors. Some companies or some projects might want you to use the colors that they are giving you. So in that situation, you will add this custom colors and you will use that. Okay, so that is your custom color palette. So next is physical table and logical table again. So physical table is your actual table where the data is residing, and logical table is a logically generated table which will not store the results. So same like how we have difference for our MView and view, same this is also same physical table and logical table. But remember in Tableau we also have the concept of physical layer and logical layer. So what is the difference here in physical layer and logical layer? So if I go to our data source pane here, so this is my, if I go inside, this is my physical layer here. Okay. Here I'm trying to make the actual joins. Like say if I try to bring in this, this is the join I'm trying to make. Physically, I'm trying to make a join. But if at all I don't want anything to be done here, okay, I'll remove it here. I'll come outside by clicking on this into mark. And if at all I'm trying to make something, a connection here, this is my logical layer. Okay, so which means what, my these two data sources are ready for me to use. Okay, if at all I have any common records here, it might not have, that's why it is not working. But in general, okay, so in that way, that is a logical layer. So it might be ready to use whenever you want it. But in physical layer, you are actually first establishing the join based on the join type condition, and the results are generated, and that you are using in logical layer only when you pull the data from your second table. That is when the relationship will get established. So that difference you need to understand, remember, and explain in the interview. So that is your physical table versus logical table, and physical layer versus logical layer. Both are important concepts in interview. What is window function? Window function means what? You want to do an aggregate based on some range. That is your window range we call. Okay. So sum of sales is different, window sum of sales is different. How is it different? You are trying to remove, sorry, you are trying to provide a range of data for doing the aggregation. That is called as your you know window function. So if I go here, connect here, and if I try to write here window sum, if I try to do window sum, if I do, it is asking me to start and end. So if you read the example here, returns the sum of the expression within the window. Window is defined as offset, which means you are trying to specify the range. Whereas our sum of sales is the total thing, whatever it is available based on the dimension and view. So that difference you need to explain to the interviewer. What is the date difference? When you are trying to subtract two dates, that is your date difference. How? So always remember when you are working with the date difference, what part of date you are trying to subtract. It can be your year part, it can be your month part, it can be your day part, it can be your week part, or it can be your quarter part. It can be anything. So you need to understand. Okay, you need to specify. How can we write a date calculation here? If at all I want to do a date difference, how will I write? Simple. Go to Tableau, start writing date difference. It will suggest you. Now, first thing is what is the date part you want to play with. Okay, it can be your, like say, YYM to specify. Okay, it can be anything, and I want to specify DD, day part. Okay, from order date and ship date, something like this I can write. Okay, so sorry, here it is not DD, it's day part. Okay, so day part or month part or year part or week part, whatever the format that you need, that you can specify and you can do. So what will happen? This keyword that you are trying to specify, which means Tableau is understanding that, okay, you want to subtract weeks from these two. Tableau is understanding that you want to subtract day from these two dates. Tableau is trying to understand that you are trying to subtract year from these two dates. So that is very important. In date difference, this part is only very important, and this is your starting date and this is your ending date. Okay, so that is your date difference. The same thing, what is the next question here? YTD, year till date calculation. So in this, what we need, year till date calculation means first you need to understand the concept here. Concept means more sales in my current year till date or till today, which means what, I need all the sales that are in my current year and less than today. That is the calculation that you need to write. Okay, so do comment in the comment section if you need me to create a dedicated video. I think we have solved this question a number of times. So these are something that is expected that you will know. Okay, what is a drill down? Drill down means whenever you are if I speak in terms of dashboard, drill down means from summary to detail level you're doing. That is one drill down concept. Category to subcategory I'm doing. That is one drill down. Okay, so if I just go here and if I maybe take category, okay, and if I try to drop it here, I'm getting a plus icon here. Okay, so category to subcategory, so this is your drill down. Now what, in context, if I speak here, maybe you are drilling down to summary level to detail level, or you're going from one dashboard to another dashboard. All of that type of a concept comes under drill down concept. Very important here. Okay, next is top five and bottom five in the same view. How can we do? So there are a number of ways. I think 2 to 3 ways that we can do. One is your rank approach, second one is your set approach. Okay, if you find any other approach other than this, you can do, you can comment in the comment section. Let me see if anyone has new approach other than that. So in set approach, what do? We create two sets, right? One is for top five, another one is for bottom five, and then we create a combined set on top of this, which will have top five and bottom five. Just bring that into your view and you'll get top five and bottom five in the same view. Same thing, rank we can write top five and bottom five, and again another calculation on top of that to bring all the results in one thing. Okay, so that is your rank approach and set approach. Again, do comment in the comment section if at all you want me to create a video covering this top five and bottom five two approaches and YDD. I'll just create that one separately or specifically first for you. Okay, so this question, I'm particularly not solving it. Okay, I'm giving this to you. Let me see how you will solve. Scenario based question it was. I want to display top 10 customers of a bank, but I want to display JP Morgan as the 10th customer. How will you do? Okay. Let me know if you are able to solve. If not, I'll solve it. Okay. So it is a little tricky. It is how you are specifying, writing a conditional query for your JP Morgan. Okay, but do try it out. I don't want to give the answer first. Okay, do try it out because it is something new. So I'm giving you a chance. Okay, if you have done it, you can comment it. If not, I'll again create a dedicated video. This will require a separate video. We'll solve that separately. Okay, so again, if I need to add a few more data to existing data, how will you add? So this is more of a database DB team. If it is a text file, you can directly append it. If it is a database, the team will insert it or run jobs to get the new data or the latest data into the tables. Okay, so this is more of a backend work that will get taken or will be taken care by. Difference between embedded and published data source. Embedded data source means whatever the data source is there, that is limited to this workbook only. So while publishing, okay, if I go to service here, publish workbook, when I do this, it will ask us to embed a data source that is available in this, which means what this sample superstore that is available can only be used by this workbook only. But if at all you are trying to publish the data source, then it means whatever the other workbooks are there in the server, if they are using the similar data set or same data set, they can reuse that data source. So that is your published data source difference here. Okay, how will you move the dashboard from dev to prod? So what is the checklist here? First is tables are present or not. First thing. Okay. Second, data and data is present or not. All the columns you need are present or not. Okay. So Tableau is able to connect to prod or not. So first we need to check this. So next, what will you do? Download report from dev. Whatever your finalized version is there, download that from dev. Okay. After that, connect it to prod first. Connection to prod first, which means what? You will edit this connection here. Click on this edit data source connection. Here you need to, you'll get sign in information. Maybe because this is a simple Excel, you're not getting it. But when you're using a database, it will ask you to enter the connection credentials, or you simply need to click on this and do edit connection, where you can simply change the connection information. There you want to enter the production server details. Okay, so once you change it, verify if Tableau is connecting and loading data. Once that is done, publish it to prod server. Remember, you have downloaded it from dev server, which means already it is a different server, right? So you need to download it from one server and you need to publish it to a different server, which means what? Here you need to go to Tableau server, okay? And just click on this server, and maybe you need to sign into production environment here, okay? Sign into production and publish it there wherever you need. That is how you can move one report from dev to prod. So this is also the checklist. So sometimes the question will be like, what is the checklist you follow? So these are the checklist that you need to ensure, basing on which we will decide whether we are ready to move or not. Table is present, table is accessible, columns are present, whatever you need, and the data is present. These are something that you need to check and validate. Okay, so next is, how have you done wireframing? Wireframing is nothing but a mapping document. Okay, so have you ever created a mapping document? So, I mean, I have created multiple times wireframing document. For every project, we need to create a wireframing document. This is like our, a base. Basing on this only, we try to create multiple, or we try to create our dashboards. It is nothing. It will have information like, our what is our source, what is our target. Okay, what are the tables present at source? Okay, what are the tables present in? Tables means columns, and columns in target. So are you applying any conditional logic to that? All of that will be included in this wireframing document. So this will be like our base. So now when we try to create our dashboards, we consider this and we create it. Again, do let me know. I think we have created one document long back, but if you need a video, do let me know. I can help you in understanding how we can create, uh, you know, uh, a wireframing document or a mapping document. It is very important. It is part of your role as well. It is part of a Tableau developer's job as well. So we need to be aware of wireframing concept or what is wireframing. Okay. So what are the challenges you have faced while building Tableau dashboard? Now challenges might always related to a number of things. You need not be specific to one particular thing. First one is a design specific challenges. No, okay. So if a company asks you to create a specific uh, type of dashboard design which you feel is very complicated, that is one dash design challenge that you are facing. How are you trying to convince the client that okay, this is feasible or this is not feasible or something like that? That is your design challenge. Second challenge might be related to your data. Data might again, it might be related to your DB team where they are not able to give you a consistent data or a complete data, or there are a lot of redundancies in the data. All such things that you are facing is a data challenge. Okay. Again, it all depends on the database team to ensure that whatever the data that they are providing is accurate, do not have any duplicacies, and there is enough data for you to test. That is your database. Again, third would be maybe the what you call scenario based. It can be your scenario based, which means client asks you to create a specific KPIs that you feel is not possible, or you feel you are feeling challenges in that. That is your scenario based challenges. This we face many times. All of these are frequently faced scenarios or challenges in real time. Or next is implementing maybe some functionality. Client is expecting some functionality in Tableau that you feel is not possible. So that is again one challenge. So all of these challenges are part and parcel of Tableau developers life. So when you get a challenges, how are you working to resolve that? Okay, are you trying to propose an alternate solution? If yes, what type of solutions you are trying to provide? How are you trying to establish? How are you able to convince the client that okay, this is better, this we can use? All of that are important in challenges phase. I hope this video has helped you and given you a detailed insights. If it does, don't forget to like the video and share the video, and give a valuable comment so that it can help others. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye and have a good day.